Okay, good luck today. You're going to be great. Yeah. It's going to be terrific. Yeah.
What happened with me is that in August of 2020, I was feeling great. Had no weight loss, had no nausea, no night tiredness. I just developed a pain in my side. And I walked out of the hospital emergency room thinking, I don't know if I'm going to live to get home. There were so many things wrong. It's like all these scans, and they found growths and tumors and all of these types of things, but they did find specifically a mass in the spleen. They recognized this is probably lymphoma, and probably a month later or so I had a splenectomy, so I had my spleen removed. I was diagnosed with large B-cell lymphoma, and the prescription at that point for further treatment beyond surgery was 6 rounds of chemotherapy. It's been a matter of kind of going through a series of tests, and I'm about a year out from that, and generally things look good on that front. I feel very fortunate to have a foundation of good health to begin with. It seems to make a big difference. As many people helped me on the journey, and we call it, the Cancer Club is not one that you want to be invited to, but once you're in it, you realize there's a lot of people who've been on the path before you, and they've been so helpful. This is not easy to say, and maybe not easy to hear, but I think cancer makes you a better person. Cancer certainly makes me a better leader and a better and more effective chancellor at UWM. And let me explain what I mean and how that could possibly be. When you're faced with mortality, really, when you don't know, you go through so much uncertainty, and I still have uncertainty. I don't know what that next scan is going to bring. It makes everything else put in a very, very different perspective. And so for me, it's helped me focus an awful lot to say, what really matters? So that ascetic perspective is because it's about relationships, and it's about what are the critical priorities. And I think about how that's helped me, because the focus of work is one of the things that helps when you're in cancer an awful lot. People who don't have that focus, I'm very fortunate, I haven't missed much work, but it's also a focus on our student graduation rate, our focus on closing the achievement gap, really saying, okay, I don't plan to die tomorrow, but I don't know how long I have. I don't know if this is a 3-year game, 5-year game. We don't know that. Now, the interesting thing is, for anybody, whether they have a cancer diagnosis or not, that could happen to anybody. We can all have car accidents, or we can all have things that occur. But having that knowledge, you're not going to live forever. We all kind of know that, but all of a sudden cancer puts a really different focus on it. And so you say, well, what do I want to do with that time? And what do I have to get done? So in that way, it's good. And then how much does family, how much do friends matter? So much more than anything I've ever realized before. So in that sense, you emerge better. You're happier. I got out of a surgery recently, and I heard some people complaining about the weather, and they said, it's so depressing, and I'm so depressed. And I was out of the hospital 2 or 3 days, and I said, that is so, I just wanted to, are you serious? Are you kidding? I'm happy to have any day. I'm happy to have a day where I can wake up. It's turned me into a dog. You know how a dog gets up every day and it's a new day and big, that's what I am. It's turned me into this. Every day is a great day, and I really mean that. It's just, the little stuff doesn't matter. A lot of complaints, a lot of headaches. So in that sense, it really has been a good thing in a weird way. How can cancer do that? It has.